What I'm going to try to do is to create a piece of work that changes if you hang it in a sunspot, that when the direct light hits it at certain times of day it will change colour, and in the summer and the winter it should hopefully look different depending on the weather. Hi everyone, welcome back. This is day 19 of 30 days 30 pours. Today's challenge is SFX. The goal of today's challenge is to experiment with different media that have some kind of properties that typical paints wouldn't have. So I've got some powders here that I'm going to show you. This is a heating pad for my cat. It's coming on screen now. And you should see things start happening in a minute or two. I'm going to put in some footage that I shot earlier outside of what happens with these when you take them into sunlight, and hopefully you'll be able to see these starting to react soon. So I've got some photochromic light reactive powders here that turn from a very pale pastel shade, almost white, to quite a brilliant bright colour. They kind of turn into these colours in direct sunlight. And these three pigments, which turn into a shade of white more akin to this when they heat up or cool down below a certain temperature. So apparently when the temperature is over about 30 degrees Celsius, which should be like a hot summer's day, these will begin to turn a much paler colour. I've got my 3 thermoactive paints here, and I've chosen 5 colours randomly from the UV active set there. The yellowy stuff in there at the moment is the Alkyd medium gloss. So it's a clear medium, dries clear, and it's water-based resin, and I'm putting Liquitex pouring medium in it because I think it will be, that it will be fairly inert because it's an artist's brand medium. I don't know whether these react to acidity or not. These are sold as nail art powders. I've tried to put quite a lot of powder in each one of these. This yellow looks quite good. My goal with these paints that I'm making, the special effects paints, is as the final layer of dirty cut, I'm going to do a dirty flip cup. Once the pour's done and it's tilted, I will go in and sort of drag these through or layer them over the top. I've mixed up my paints, my standard acrylic paints, in a way that I've never done before, and we'll see if that works. But first of all, I'm going to do an overview of the paints that do not have any pouring medium in them. I'll use these colour shifts straight like Resin Inspired does, and just pour them straight into my dirty cup. I will probably throw a few drops or squirts of these Lumiere by Jacquard soft body acrylics into the dirty cup straight like these. The standard acrylics that I've used, I've mixed up with about 50% pouring medium, 50% paint. On top of that, I then added about 25% of the volume of what was in the cup of the Faux Art floating medium. Now, Jen Neal of Resin Inspired discovered this, and it seems to make really nice cells. I've just put it in there. So it's about 25% floating medium. I've got a lot of Liquitex basics, so let's start with those. I've got quinacridone magenta, phthalo cyanide green, cad yellow light hue, phthalo cyanide blue, and brilliant yellow green. I have this Daler Rowney graduate acrylic in pearl white, and that is mixed up. I put that paint in, and then I added about a quarter of the quantity, a quarter of the volume in the Americana satin enamels in brilliant white or pure white or whatever it's called to that. I also have Prism Violet by Liquitex Basics, and that is mixed with about 25% of the paint volume being this Turner Acryl Gouache Colour Pearl Violet. So it's given it a kind of metallic sheen. I have Deco Art Dazzling Metallics in Shimmering Silver. I've also got this Deco Art Americana Multi-Surface Satin Cotton Ball. This was bought from me in Malaysia, and I've never used it before, so I don't really know if it's going to sell up. There is this Rose from Sostrina Galena. It's very similar to the Quinacridone Magenta colour, but it's opaque. This Jean Brilliant from Holbein Acrylic. And into that I put a quick little squirt, because I didn't have much left, of the Pearl Lilac from Turner Acryl Gouache. All of my acrylics are mixed with my pouring medium. My pouring medium is 50% glue and 50% water. The glue's PVA glue. So what's in this cup and all of my sort of standard acrylics is some paint, the same volume again in my pouring medium, 25% of that volume in the floating medium from Photochromic, and finally maybe a tablespoon of Liquitex pouring medium in all of those acrylics. Okay, I think I'm finally ready to pour, so switch camera because this one's got a super wide angle lens. I'm sorry about the distortion in the frame. I can see it bowing, but at least you can get both paintings on. When I was a kid, my favourite Roald Dahl book was George's Marvellous Medicine, and I think you can really tell that when you look at me painting. So I'm flipping over now. My aim was to have this quite to have it quite pastel, so that you would be able to see the different shifting colours in those other other prints. Oh, I've just dripped on that, haven't I? Look at this grey all over my glove. God, I've really never done it. Okay, I think I've ruined the best bit of the first canvas. Really difficult to pour like this and not drip on the other one. I will not be doing double pour in this setup again. I'll have to set up in the bathroom. Okay. Kind of overstretched here. Bring it back a little bit. Okay, I think that will do. I quite like that one. Hopefully get a bit of runoff from the edge there. And with this one, I quite like it as well. Oh wow, look at that colour shift coming through. That looks amazing. Right, that's quite exciting. I'm trying to get rid of that mud off the edge. Come on, off you go. Okay. That's funny, isn't it, how these bits sort of match up, but then the rest of it really doesn't. I'm going to change my gloves and dripping. The sides of this just kind of weird lilac mud colour. Okay, so I think I'm going to torch before I put my special effects paints on my pigments, and the reason for that is that I have no idea what they will do when they're being torched. Oh, I know what all that grey is. It's that silver, isn't it? I'm really glad I didn't put a lot of that in. I think it has a tendency to take over. I don't really want more cells than I've got. These are plenty for me, so I'm just trying to pop bubbles. Here, it's falling in here. There's no silicone in this. But obviously I put loads of other stuff in and put in everything. Right, let me get mine. This is my special effects paint. I'm going to mix them up again to try and suspend the pigment a little bit more, and then I guess I'll try and drizzle. Might be the best thing to do. Let's start with the ones that I can see. Now we're all yellow. I should have put this in string medium, shouldn't I? That would have been good. I don't think I've got any of that. I am going to put more pouring medium in them to get them to be runnier. No, I'll just put water. I'll just put water in them. Right, this should put the yellow. Right, if these areas of this pigment end up looking horrible, like that lump there, I will probably do a bit of a blow them with a straw or something. Right, I do apologise if you can see the absolute mess that I'm just chucking everything off to the side into, but I think it's important just to work quickly at the moment. Right, this colour hopefully should go quite well with what I've got here already. I'm going to try and drizzle it on a bit so that it's on there. Try and drizzle it a little bit. Obviously going to be quite subtle. Looking forward to being able to go back to my my safe, staple, familiar pours. after the challenge is over, and just applying what I've learned, because I've learned a lot, but it's a bit emotionally, it's a bit of an emotional roller coaster to do some really great pours and then see them like not coming out the next day because I don't know what I'm doing, so I haven't been able to kind of perfect anything. That's the disadvantage to jumping from technique to technique. But if I hadn't done this 30 days 30 pours challenge, I would have just been doing cloudy effects ring pours all the time because I love them and they look really pretty. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but it's not going to help me grow as an artist to do that. Might add in a little bit of water into these ones. Might see if I can get a bit more of this kind of thing going on. This is one of the UV reactive ones. I was always, when I was at art school, I was always really, really interested in work that changed over time. And I specialised in film and photography. Oh, look at that. That's interesting. Okay, so you can see these thermoactive pigments changing. I'm going to get this to swell up a bit, but I'm just over torching it at the moment. I can't wait to see how they turn out. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like this video and subscribe. And yeah, good night everyone. I will see you in the next one. Happy pouring. Floating cups are really easy. When you flip your cup, obviously gravity pulls the paint down and it creates a slight vacuum. If you lift the cup slightly to break that vacuum, then the cup might start to float on a wet base. You must have a wet base for a floating cup, and you need to do a flip cup. And you can manipulate this. It allows you to stretch the contents of the flip cup as they begin to come out.